Welcome to the American Med Spa Association podcast, Medical Spa Insider. This week, AmSpa founder Alex Thiersch is speaking with Shannon Blake, Director of Medical Spa Partnerships with Podium. This was recorded live from the exhibit hall floor at the Medical Spa Show 2025 in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Here we are again. We're good. Joe did the clap, so we're good to go. Shannon,
Alex,
Podium,
AmSpa.
Yes. So we're good. We're on the same page. Welcome again to MSS. We are live, sort of, at MSS, and I mean, I'm sitting here looking at your booth, which has disco balls.
Isn't it beautiful?
Which is amazing, by the way.
Thank you.
Who came up with that brilliant idea?
Our director of events, Amanda Taylor, actually, and we are quite thrilled with it. We actually wished we would have showed up bigger last year at this show and didn't want to make the same mistake again. So this year we decided to go all out since we are all in on this industry.
I love it. I love it. It's so, I mean, tell me about, you've been to MSS before, obviously.
This is our third year.
Your third year. I don't know, this feels like the biggest one. Like, it feels like there's just, how's it been so far? Talk to me. What's good?
It's been our favorite show so far. I think that the biggest difference for us was having a big space. I think as people are walking around, the bigger space, the more welcoming, people are intrigued. These smaller booths have also led to, good years for us, but this year having the bigger space, having a new exciting product to launch has been a game changer for us, and it has definitely been our best year yet here.
So the new exciting product, let's talk about that.
Yes.
What's the reception been? First of all, for those who don't know, explain it to our podcast listeners.
Yes.
And then what's the reception been so far?
Yes. So for anyone who hasn't heard of Podium yet, we are a lead consolidation client communication platform. But this year, we have recently launched our AI patient coordinator, and we are completely focused on creating awareness to this being an absolute game changer when it comes to solving the longstanding issue of speed to lead. With how competitive this industry is, you now really have to be responding to every single lead within 5 minutes, and having an AI patient coordinator allows you to do that in under 2 minutes. So,
does it really take 2 minutes though?
It doesn't, but we recommend at least a minute or two to show that it's not just a quick automated response that implies that it's a bot replying. So we want Avery, our AI patient coordinator, to seem as human as possible, and it does take some time to type out a response if it is from a human.
Interesting.
Yes.
And this is done via text, right?
It is done via text for now. Yes.
Okay, that's awesome.
And via messaging. So if you've got a lead coming in from social media DMs, Avery, the AI patient coordinator, can also reply to all of those messaging. So
okay,
all things messaging.
I've known about Podium because Podium's amazing.
Thank you, Alex.
And you guys are correct. You guys are great, and we love you. What are you finding that people who come to the booth have not heard of Podium and what you do? Because you're a big company. It's not like you're a fresh startup or anything. When you tell them about what you do, and what's the response been? Because I'm curious. I was always like, dang, you guys are big. It's not like you guys are
a new startup.
Yeah,
no,
you're not
absolutely not. Yeah, I'd say it's a mix now. It used to be that nobody had heard of us because we really have only been heavily focused on the industry for 2 years. But this year it's been fun that the word has spread. We've been doing a lot more marketing. We've built some really great partnerships who have helped drive awareness to our brand. So this year it's a little bit less of, have you heard of Podium? Most people have, but it's been really fun to clear up any misconceptions on what we actually do and also what we have coming and what we're really good at.
What do you have coming?
So I talk about Avery, this AI patient coordinator that can respond to all leads through messaging. But we will be launching this year AI voice. So we're giving Avery a voice. There's been a lot of requests for the ability to answer phone calls as well as make phone calls, especially after hours. Just being
make
able
phone calls, like confirm appointments.
Maybe you bought a new device and you want to drive excitement and awareness and have Avery outreach and have human conversation, answer questions about the new device, the treatment, turnaround time, all the things. So it's just going to save practices a lot of time and money being able to do that outreach without having to pay an employee.
So I have so many questions.
Yes.
Number one, are there different types of voices or is there just one voice?
There will be different types of voices.
Okay, so if you want like a British accent.
Yes. What we have to be careful about is mirroring somebody's actual voice. We obviously don't want to be misleading. That's a slippery slope to get into. Right. So yes, there will be options for voices, but likely we'll try to stay away from somebody who works at the practice's actual voice.
Right, because you don't want them to think, oh, this is so-and-so calling me.
Exactly.
Okay, gotcha.
But yes, there will be options, which makes it really fun.
That's why if you're British, then everyone will know it's Avery. So you want them to know that it's Avery the AI, but you want it to basically still be a normal conversation.
Very educational, conversational. Yeah, we're not trying to fool anyone that it's not that it's AI.
Right.
However, we want the AI to be as effective as a human is.
Right.
Hey folks, Alex Thiersch here, and I wanted to give a quick shout out to our friends at MedShift for sponsoring this podcast. Are you tired of juggling multiple vendors for your aesthetic practice? Say hello to MedShift. It's your convenient one-stop shop for everything that your practice needs to thrive. From injectables, medical supplies, hands-on training, and cutting-edge devices, to weight loss and wellness solutions, medical-grade skincare, and even exosomes, it's all at your fingertips. MedShift is focused on empowering your growth. It streamlines purchasing and offers dedicated support to unlock new revenue streams that will make your practice more profitable. Visit store.medshift.com and make the shift today. That's store.medshift.com. Thanks so much.
And we've actually already launched this. We actually launched this as a company last week in an industry that we're in home services. His name is Jerry on that side of things.
Of course he is.
And he's pretty incredible. We got to see a live demo with our CEO on stage, and it's really exciting. So the only reason we haven't launched yet in aesthetics is it's a little bit more of a complicated industry. There's a lot of treatments and services, whereas in this other industry, it's a lot more straightforward. So it's just taking us a little bit more time to get it right, but we will give Avery a voice by the end of the year.
So then how do you just like type in what you want Avery to say, or how do you get the message?
Yeah, so every practice gets to personalize their AI patient coordinator. So very similarly to the way that she works with messaging, that will all translate over to the phone conversations. Most of it will be exactly the same. The pricing's the same, obviously, how they want Avery speaking about the services and treatments. It's all very similar information. And that's all provided to these practices on the back end of Podium within their AI employee settings.
Okay, I guess what I'm saying is can I type in, I want them to say, go Iowa Hawkeyes or something like that.
You could do that, Alex. That is a strange suggestion.
I mean, nobody would do that, obviously, but
yes,
assuming I wanted to do something, I could type in whatever I want.
Yes, and giving Avery a task that you're wanting her to make outbound calls to this select clients to drive awareness to an event you have coming up. They're your VIP members. So there will be a lot of personalization because it's obviously what is the task at hand that you're having Avery reach out to? And then inbound calls are going to be a lot similar to the messaging because those are just folks coming in with questions similar to messaging.
Now, I want you to be honest with me. Have you guys played around with it and played jokes on each other? Like I said, let's pretend that the CEO is calling so-and-so and been like, you're fired.
No, well, we have seen a live demo with our CEO and Jerry, and it's pretty hilarious. I mean, the AI agent does have a personality and can be funny and joke, so.
Well, because the reason I asked is I read, or I don't know if I was watching or something, but where it was from the fraud perspective, which you had mentioned, the technology and the accuracy of somebody's voice, they said by the end of the year would be such where you could duplicate somebody's voice. Yes. And most of the time, most people will not be able to understand that it's somebody, that it's a bot and not a person.
That capability exists today, but we will definitely not be going that route because it's quite misleading. It could get our clients into some trouble, right?
Obviously. I'm just saying, if you want to play a joke on somebody.
Yes, you could do that.
We could call Shannon up and pretend it was, Santa Claus or something.
Yes. Okay. I love that you've got a little jokester inside of you, Alex.
Especially now. It's 4:00 on, what day is it? Saturday.
Yeah.
It's MSS. I'm pretty damn tired, I gotta admit. I'm pretty tired.
I love it.
But have you had fun? Have you enjoyed it, though? I mean, has it been a good show for you?
Incredible. It's definitely my favorite show of the year. We look forward to it every year when it ends, especially the party. You guys know how to throw a party. We never want it to be over.
I know. I don't want it to be over either. And I wish it would go a little bit longer.
I wish you guys would do more than one show a year. I heard somebody suggest that, and I saw your heart palpitation.
I mean,
I know how much work it is for you and the team.
I would love to do it, but wow, that would give me a heart attack.
Well,
It'd be fun.
I will say, Alex, for somebody who I'm a director of partnerships, you know that, but for the audience, this is an absolute dream. Anyone who's in partnerships, you can come to the Medical Spa Show, and anyone in this industry is here. And it's like a one-stop shop for you to build relationships with others in the industry that you can partner up with in a strategic way. So thank you for curating it and bringing everyone together. I know that there's so much outside of that drives value, but for somebody in my role, it's quite helpful.
No, that's awesome to hear. I mean, we have always, from the very, very beginning, our philosophy has always been that we want to make sure that all of our exhibitors and vendors feel like they are as much attending the conference as the attendees are.
Yep.
Because you guys make it possible. Like, we couldn't do this without you. I mean, look at this exhibit hall. It's freaking amazing.
And vice versa as well. And now more than ever, it's interesting everything going on with like Jennifer's Law. I've been hearing a lot about that. Like AmSpa is going to play such a critical role. So, I mean, that was always like how you all got started and the value that you add. But now what you guys do is more important than ever. So thank you for bringing us all together and so that we can unite and face some of these, it's going to be a little bit of some road bumps, but we'll get through it all together.
For sure. I can't wait. We're going to go out and spend some time in Utah at your headquarters, and I want to check out your space. I can't wait. We want to do a boot camp out there, maybe.
Yes.
Some things we'll talk about.
Future boot camp.
All right.
SLC.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much. I appreciate you coming. And then what do you got planned tonight? You gonna go out and make some trouble?
Well, I hear there's a sipping something on the terrace.
Sipping on the sunset. Yeah, something like that.
Yes, we can't miss that. So we'll be there. We'll get some food at some point, and then there's a couple parties going on. We'll see where the wind blows us.
Is there really, huh?
Yes.
Food just soaks up the alcohol, I find. So
you just steer clear of the food.
you just avoid that. It delays the process.
Such a wise man. Great advice, Alex.
Thank you. All right. Well, I appreciate you dropping by, Shannon.
Yeah,
you're the
always
best.
a
You guys are
pleasure.
awesome. Love the disco balls. I'll be by later. I want to check it out. And have you seen the puppies?
We have seen the puppies.
Puppies are
brilliant.
I mean, that was my idea.
Was it really?
It was my idea.
Well,
yeah.
it doesn't surprise me.
Was my idea.
Oh, I've got conflicting information.
Definitely was my idea because they said
coming
no,
the
don't
peanut
do it,
gallery
and I said
over
yes,
there.
I want puppies. Definitely my idea, Joe. But anyway, no one's gonna believe me.
I believe you because you love animals.
It was my idea. I said I want puppies. God damn it! I wanted a puppy race. I wanted puppies racing around with little sponsored shirts on, and then we could all gamble on it and go to charity.
Brilliant.
Whoever wins, we donate the winnings to, the ASPA or whatever it is. Wouldn't that be funny?
Next year.
Next year we'll do it. All right. Thank you, Shannon. Appreciate it.
Gotcha. Thanks for the partnership, Alex.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you to producers Madeline Mahler, marketing content coordinator who organizes, schedules, and handles our guests, provides topics, talking points, and guest bios to our hosts. And myself, Jody Guzman, Technology Operations Assistant Manager. I handle the audio and video editing, voiceovers, and tech. Kate Harper, Senior Digital Marketing Coordinator, who makes all of our graphics and manages the podcast platform. Esme Uriostegui, Senior Social Media Coordinator, who makes and posts all of the clips of the podcast to our social feeds. Our music is by Ghost Score. Thank you for listening to or watching the Medical Spa Insider podcast. Please follow or subscribe wherever you listen to your podcasts, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for future episodes. For more information about the American Med Spa Association, please check our show notes or in the description below.